Namaskar. Uh, I'll bring another video for this MCDM series, that is the fuzzy analytical hierarchy process enhancing decision making with uncertainty. So again, I am Dr. Architect Parthasarthi Mishra, an associate professor, Faculty of Architecture, Sri Sri University. This is the content of the presentations. Part 1, we are going to discuss about the introductory part of fuzzy AHP. In part 2, we are discussing about the fuzzy AHP methodology, the processes, and third, different types of applications. Part 3, we are discussing about the applications. Now, the introduction of fuzzy AHP, where we are going to explain the fundamentals of analytical hierarchy process and how it is extended with fuzzy logic. So, the basics of AHP, the history of origin. The AHP is developed by Thomas Sati in 1970s, combining mathematics and psychology for decision making. Whereas the core principles are breaking down the complex problems into hierarchical structures, use pairwise comparisons and priority ranking for decision making. Examples are like selecting the best urban site for development based on multiple criteria, for example, cost, accessibility, environmental impact, economic feasibility, social cohesiveness, etc. So, the concept of fuzziness. What do you mean by fuzziness? The fuzzy logic fundamentals, unlike traditional knowledge like true or false, fuzzy logic allows for partial truth values. Applications in decision making helps handles ambiguity and uncertainty in the human judgment. For example, evaluating comfort levels in architectural design. For example, within that we can say the slightly comfortable, very comfortable. Previously it was like not comfortable, yes, comfortable. So when we have different ranges, qualitative ranges, then only we can say fuzziness can be applicable. Now the fuzzy AHP methodology. This fuzzy AHP methodology explains the step-by-step process of applying fuzzy AHP in decision-making process. This particular slide shows the applications of fuzzy AHP or the processes that first one is our fuzzification of AHP scale. Convert the traditional AHP numerical scales into fuzzy numbers to account for uncertainty. Example, instead of ranking building energy efficiency as 7 by 10, fuzzy AHP might define it as 6, 7, 8. So the nearby values also we are considering so that the ambiguity and uncertainty can be reduced or removed, considering slightly variations in rating constructions of fuzzy comparison matrices. Use fuzzy number to compare decision criteria and alternatives. For example, comparing three building materials based on sustainability, durability, and cost. Uh, Next is the deriving fuzzy weights. Determine the priority of decision factors while incorporating uncertainty. Examples is like weighing natural ventilations, artificial cooling, hybrid systems for energy efficiency. Next is the defuzzifications process. Before we have to do the fuzzifications, at the end we'll do the defuzzifications. This converts the fuzzy numbers breakdown into crisp values to make final decisions. Examples, one of the best example is selecting the best urban mobility strategy from different transport models. So next is advantages of fuzzy AHP. Uh, Handling uncertainty. Integrate fuzzy logic to manage ambiguous human judgment. Next is enhanced precision. Increased accuracy by considering uncertainty instead of fixed numerical ranking. Next is greater acceptance in subjective assessment. Acknowledging subjectivity in decision making leading to higher stakeholders approval. Best example I can say using fuzzy skills in public consultancy surveys for urban development projects. So whenever we have a survey with urban development, then we can use this fuzzy logic criteria, because most of the people are not aware of the uh, proper decision making. So we have to take both the sides number in the fuzzifications, and particularly in analytical hierarchy process. The third is the application of fuzzy HP, where we can apply this fuzzy HP. This particular heading describes how fuzzy HP is used in different fields for decision making under uncertainty. Now, practical uses in various fields. Engineering and technology, used in design, material selections, risk assessment, and process optimizations. One of the example I can say, choosing the most sustainable building material considering durability, cost, and environmental impact, as I have given this example previously. Next is in the field of business and management, applied in strategic planning, resource allocations, and vendor selections. For example, using fuzzy HP to select the most cost-effective supplier for the constructions project. So next is, we have different case studies. The successful implementations. Fuzzy HP is used in various industries to ensure or enhance operational efficiency and decision quality. For example, optimizing smart city planning by prioritizing factors like public transport, accessibility, and green spaces. A lesson learned from the AHP, fuzzy AHP is this highlights the importance of clear criteria, definitions, and stakeholder involvements. Now, what we can do in future, the future trends, fuzzy ASP is expected to be integrated with AI and machine learning for more adaptive decision making. For example, AI enhanced fuzzy ASP models for real-time traffic management. That is one of the example where we can use fuzzy ASP. So if you have any questions, query, you can always comment in the comment sections in this YouTube channel, especially in the playlist of MCDM. You can comment, you can share, so that and you can even comment in a productive way, so that I can improve my vocabulary, I can improve my presentation style. Recently, in my presentation, I am trying to avoid the calculations. I am just trying to give the basic principles and the psychology, or I can say the understanding of different MCDM, rather than going into the calculation part. So again, thank you. These are my credentials. You can always contact by phone, email address, and for my publications, you can go to Orchid ID, ResearchGate, Google Scholar, and Web of Science. So thank you for now. Let's meet in the next week. Thank you.